When the man woke up from sleep in the morning, he had no idea when his girlfriend had left the house. He thought he would call her and invite her over for breakfast. But just then, the loud sound of a siren echoed from outside. He ran anxiously towards the balcony. The scene in front of him was such that it took his breath away. A man from the building opposite had suddenly jumped for no reason. An army helicopter in the sky above lost its balance and crashed into a nearby building. Chaos had broken out on the streets below. Everyone was running here and there to save their lives. Just then, his eyes fell on his girlfriend in the crowd. But she wasn't alone. There was a strange man with her, and together they were biting an older adult. Seeing this, the ground seemed to slip from under Jack's feet. He couldn't understand what was happening. Just then, one of his neighbors broke down the door and barged in. Panting, he said, "My wife has gone crazy. Can I hide here for a while?" Before Jack could even answer, the man rushed into the bathroom. Jack noticed that blood was flowing from his head. Growing suspicious, Jack picked up the fruit-cutting knife from the kitchen. Just then, an emergency news flash started on the TV. The anchor was reporting that a highly contagious virus had caused widespread chaos all over the world. This virus transforms people into 90% of the lost. This means if an infected person bites someone, the victim is no longer human, but becomes a walking corpse. They have no brains and no feelings. As soon as Jack heard this, his eyes fixed on the neighbor. From the injury he was calling a minor scratch, blood started to flow, and soon blood began to drip from his eyes, and his face started to take on a horrifying form. Without delay, Jack pushed him outside and locked the door. Immediately, terrible screams echoed from outside. Peeking out, he saw the other lost people attacking the neighbor. Jack trembled with fear. He tried calling his parents, but the call wouldn't connect. Then he saw an old message. His father had written an hour ago that the virus had also reached their area, but for now, they were both safe. Jack quickly pulled the refrigerator in front of the door and hung a cloth over the windows so no one could peek in from outside. Then he moved his bed to the hall so he could keep an eye on the doors and windows. All night long, he would sometimes hear the sound of footsteps. Sometimes there would be a knock on the door, but he couldn't tell if it was a human or one of the lost outside, so he never opened the door. One night, just as he was about to sleep, a strange sound came from the bathroom. Slowly, he made his way inside. Suddenly, a woman fell from the ventilation pipe. She was extremely beautiful in appearance, but Jack understood that she was no longer human. He immediately picked up a baseball bat and struck her hard on the head. The woman fell to the ground. Jack dragged her outside and threw her out, then immediately sealed the pipe so no one else could enter through that route again. Friends, if you'd like to see part 2, please let us know in the comments.